INFJ women, you are rare, not just statistically, but spiritually. You are the quiet storm, the healer in chaos, the visionary who sees the world not just for what it is, but for what it could be. You feel things most people don't even notice. You hold space for others even when no one holds it for you. And still, despite your depth, your wisdom, your unwavering empathy, you're often misunderstood, dismissed, and frankly treated like shit. Why? Because the world has never known what to do with women like you, women who are both soft and strong, women who nurture without losing their edge, women who love deeply, think profoundly, and yet refuse to be controlled. This is the beginning of something sacred, a series created just for you, the INFJ woman navigating a world that was not built with you in mind. We're going to explore the hidden dynamics behind your most painful experiences, why you often drawn to narcissists, why you attract the broken, why people take until there's nothing left and then still expect more. But here's the truth they don't want you to realize. You are not too much. You are not too sensitive. You are not broken. You are rare, and with rarity comes both burden and brilliance. This series is not about fixing you because you were never broken. It's about helping you remember who the hell you are. It's about reclaiming your power, your voice, and your boundaries. It's about transforming your pain into purpose. So before we go deeper, pause, reflect. Have you ever felt like your kindness was a magnet for pain? Have you ever wondered why the ones you love most often hurt you the deepest? Drop your story in the comments, not just for you, but for the women silently scrolling, looking for a sign that they're not alone. You might be the light someone else needs to find her way out of the dark. And if this stirs something inside you, if you feel seen, even just a little, then subscribe, hit the bell, and take a deep breath because this is more than a video series. This is a movement, a homecoming, a rising. The world may not be ready for women like you, but it's time you stop waiting for permission. Welcome home. 1. You are too deep for the surface level world, let's be real. Most people are just surviving. They wake up, scroll, perform, distract, repeat. They cling to small talk like it's a life raft and shy away from anything that feels too real. Vulnerability terrifies them. Authenticity confuses them. Depth makes them uncomfortable. But you were never meant to stay at the surface. You crave soul-level conversations. You notice the sadness behind someone's smile. You hear the silence between the words. While others chase dopamine, you seek truth. You feel everything, sometimes more than you wish you did. But it's that emotional depth that makes you who you are. It's your superpower. Yet the tragedy is this depth, this richness of spirit often becomes the very reason you're misunderstood. People don't know what to do with someone who can see straight through the masks. You reflect back to them the parts of themselves they were trying to hide, and that can be terrifying. So instead of leaning in, they pull away. They label you as too intense, too sensitive, or too much when in reality you're just too real for a world addicted to pretending. Some will try to dim your light because your presence makes them aware of their own shadows. Some will belittle your intuition, mock your quiet wisdom, or ghost you entirely. Because facing someone like you requires courage and not everyone is ready, but let this be your reminder. Your depth is not a flaw. It's a mirror, a lighthouse, a gift. Don't shrink to fit into shallow spaces. Don't apologize for asking questions that go beneath the surface. You weren't made to wade. You were made to dive. And maybe, just maybe, the world isn't ready for that kind of honesty, but that doesn't mean you stop being you. In fact, it means you rise even deeper into yourself. 2. Your empathy attracts emotional leeches. INFJ women are born with a rare kind of magic. The ability to feel what others can't even articulate. You walk into a room and instantly sense the emotional temperature. You pick up on pain that hasn't been spoken. Grief buried beneath smiles and wounds still bleeding beneath perfectly curated lives. You don't just hear people, you feel them, and you heal them, often without even trying. This is your gift, but it can also become your curse. Because while your empathy is sacred, it makes you a beacon to the broken, a lighthouse for the lost. And not everyone who finds you is looking to heal. Some are just looking for a place to feed. You've probably been here before. The late-night phone calls, The one-sided friendships, the partners who took and took until there was nothing left of you. You give your time, your energy, your soul, hoping they'll grow, hoping they'll rise. But here's the truth. No one tells you. Some people don't want to heal. They don't want to change. They just want someone like you to carry the weight of what they refuse to face. These are the emotional leeches, the energy vampires, the ones who see your compassion not as a miracle, but as an opportunity to shirk responsibility. They will pour their chaos into your calm and call it love. They will mistake your empathy for weakness and exploit your heart like it's disposable. But you are not here to be anyone's emotional landfill. Your soul is not a dumping ground. Your light is not a resource to be minded. You are a healer, not a host. And while it may feel cruel to walk away from those in pain, sometimes the most loving thing you can do is let someone feel the consequences of their own choices. Your empathy is divine, but it must be protected, guarded, honored. You are not responsible for everyone's healing. You never were. 3. You are mysterious, and that both fascinates and frustrates people. You move through the world like a riddle wrapped in stardust, quiet, observant, impossible to pin down. There's something about you that people can't quite define, and that's exactly why they're drawn to you. You don't overshare, you don't perform. You don't lay your soul bare for just anyone to pick apart. Instead, you move in layers, slow reveals, soft silences, glances that say more than words ever could. People feel your depth even if they can't access it. And to some that is magnetic. Your energy feels ancient, wise, otherworldly. You become the mystery they want to solve, the story they want to read. But you're not a book to be skimmed. You're a labyrinth, a sacred temple, a soul that opens only when it feels safe. But here's where the beauty turns bitter. That same mystery that pulls people in and can also push them away? Because we live in a world that demands access, that craves instant gratification. People want to know you quickly, completely, fully because knowing makes them feel in control. And when they can't place you in a box or predict your every move, they feel threatened. You become complicated, hard to read, distant. But really, you're just protective of your heart, your truth, your sacred inner world. And let's be honest, not everyone deserves to see the depths of you. Not everyone has earned your trust, your vulnerability, your light. Some will become angry when they can't figure you out. Some will resent you for not opening up on their timeline. Some will try to force closeness before it's real or manipulate you into revealing parts of yourself you're not ready to share. But don't bend, don't explain. Don't apologize for being guarded. Your mystery is not a flaw. It is a form of self-respect. You are not here to be fully understood. You are here to be felt, to be experienced, and those who are worthy of your truth will never rush it. 4. Narcissists love your empathy. INFJ women are natural alchemists. You see wounds where others see flaws. You see potential where others see problems. And even when someone shows you their darkness, your first instinct isn't to run. It's to understand. Because deep down, you believe in people. You believe in redemption. You believe that if someone could just feel loved enough, seen enough, safe enough, they could transform. And that is what makes your soul radiant. But it is also what makes it vulnerable, because not everyone wants to heal. Some people, especially narcissists, aren't drawn to your light because they want to grow in it. They're drawn to it because they want to consume it. To a narcissist, your empathy is a gold mine. Your endless compassion, a tool they can use, your ability to hold space, a vacuum they can fill with their chaos. They see your forgiveness not as grace but as permission. And the more you try to fix them, the more they break you. They will drip feed you love just enough to keep you hoping. They will mirror your values, your dreams, your sensitivity until you're hooked. Then they will slowly, methodically drain you. And because you see who they could be, you stay, you rationalize. You wait for the person they were in the beginning to return. But here's the truth that's hard to swallow. That person never existed. It was a mask designed to pull you in. Narcissists love INFJ women not because you are weak, but because you are strong. Because your empathy, your loyalty, your belief in transformation, it's powerful. And they want that power for themselves, but hear this clearly. It is not your job to rescue those who refuse to rise. You are not born to be someone's emotional rehab center. You were born to shine, to create, to lead, to love deeply, but not blindly. Your heart is sacred. Let your empathy have boundaries. Let your love be discerning. And remember, walking away isn't a failure. Sometimes it's the most compassionate thing you can do for both of you. 5. Your love is deep and devoted. When an INFJ woman loves, she becomes the love. You don't dip your toes into connection. You dive in heart first. You don't do lukewarm affection or half-hearted loyalty. You give completely, unconditionally, and often without reservation. Your love is not a performance. It's not a tactic. It's not a mask. It is sacred, soul-deep, a quiet, steady flame that warms even the coldest of hearts. You remember the small things? You hold space in moments of silence. You write love in actions, not just words, and you believe, perhaps naively, that others will offer the same in return. But the truth is, most won't. Not because you're unworthy, but because the depth of your love requires maturity, presence, integrity, and that kind of emotional honesty is rare. So what happens? Your devotion gets mistaken for obligation. Your kindness is interpreted as compliance. Your loyalty is tested until it breaks. And when it does, they call you the problem. People take from you because you offer so freely. They grow used to your emotional labor, your constant care, your intuitive understanding without ever asking what you need in return. And when you finally set boundaries, when you finally say no, they act shocked, as if your love was a resource they were entitled to rather than a sacred gift you chose to give. But hear this, your love is not ordinary. Your devotion is not disposable. You are not too much for loving deeply. Others are simply not used to being loved with such truth. So protect your heart, not by closing it off, but by becoming more selective. Let your love be a garden, not a public park. Open it to those who water it, nurture it, and show up for it. You deserve a love that mirrors yours. Steady, self-aware, and just as deep. INFJ woman, listen to me. You are not too much. You are not too sensitive. You are not too deep. The world may not always understand you, but that doesn't mean you need to shrink yourself to fit in. Yes, you've been treated unfairly. Yes, you've been hurt, but you are not here to be a victim. You are here to rise. You are here to set the world on fire with your wisdom, your vision, and your heart. So stand tall, walk away from what doesn't serve you. Choose yourself over and over again, and never ever apologize for being exactly who you are. If this message resonated with you, let's talk in the comments. What has been your biggest struggle as an INFJ woman? And if you're ready for more deep dives into your journey, subscribe now. This is just the first video of the series on the INFJ woman. There is much more to come. And until then, stay tuned.